Here we go, y'all. Sweet baby Ray ribs, mustard ribs, and they are wonderful. And some chicken thighs. Hey everybody, Mike Chavez here once again. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Alright y'all, back to spare rib land today. You know I love my spare ribs. I think I probably have more spare rib videos than any other video as far as barbecue videos, but man, I love them. But today we're going to do them two different ways, okay? So the first one, we're going to do a standard spare rib. We got some Bearded Butcher blend rub to go on there. We're going to finish it with some Sweet Baby Rays, okay? And what we'll do is probably cut this with some cider vinegar. And for the other rack, I'm going to do a mustard rib, okay? But not just any mustard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub these down with some homemade salt, pepper, garlic, SPG, okay, right there. And I'm going to make a barbecue sauce out of this. This is called Boecie whole grain mustard. I found this on the internet, and then I went on Amazon and found it. This is the second jar I've gone through. I've had this on sandwiches. I made some honey mustard with it, which I might cover in a later video. This is some good stuff, y'all. So I'm gonna rub the ribs with this, put the salt, pepper, garlic, put it on the grill or on the smoker, and then we're gonna make a sauce with this, like a Carolina Gold type sauce, but with whole grain mustard. So we're going to do a taste comparison, see which one we like the best. I think we're going to like them both just the same, but we shall see. So y'all stand by. This is going to be a good one. We're going to go fire up the Char-Griller Gravity 980 with some apple wood, a little bit of hickory. We're going to run the grill about 250 degrees, and I'll go over all the details as we get there. So let's get her done. Alright y'all, these are two standard spare ribs. Okay, so these have been trimmed up, made into St. Louis style spare ribs. Okay, that's how I bought them, St. Louis cut. That means the rib tips have been removed. Basically is all that means. These weigh just under 4 pounds a piece. What I'm going to do, you got this flap on both of them. So my standard trim for spare ribs, get that flap off. It's pretty simple to do. Get your nice sharp knife, come through, get that flap off both racks. There we go. Then want to come through, get the membrane off. Sometimes you can grab hold of it, sometimes you can't. Let's see what we got here. So you want to try to get underneath. Okay, it's coming up a little bit. If you need to use a butter knife or something to help you, go right ahead. So we got most of it off there. Still a little bit left. Get that paper towel, get hold of it. This one wants to give me some issues. It's alright. Have patience. Work it. Need to get this membrane off. That way, because you can't chew on that thing and rub can't get through your seasonings. Whatever kind of rub you're using. So, got most of that off. I'm just going to show you for one rack. Got a little bit of excess fat here. Kind of remove that a little bit. We want some fat on our ribs, but not too much. Alright, flip it over. You got this hunk of fat right here. I'm gonna try to get that off as much as you can. Don't need to get crazy with it. All right. Got a little flap here, that'll be all right. So we're gonna go with that. That's a pretty good looking rack of spares right there. So we'll put this in a pan. We'll get the other one trimmed up and then we'll get them rubbed down. Alright now, so for my regular rack of ribs, or the standard rack of ribs, what I'm going to do, put a little binder on here. Some people use mustard, but we're going to make mustard ribs, so I'm going to use some Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. Okay, just take and rub that down. With the Lee & Perrins, both sides. Alright, now for the mustard rack, wipe my hand off a little bit. I'll take my Buchi whole grain mustard. This stuff is really good, y'all. I highly recommend it. We're going to put a little bit on there. Now you could use just regular old yellow mustard. That's what most people do. But we're trying to experiment today, of course. So let's get this rubbed down real good with the Boetje. Flip it. Some more of that mustard. Rub it in. Nice, nice. I mean, the flavor of this mustard is just incredible, y'all. I ain't never tasted nothing quite like it. Better than any kind of Dijon or any of that kind of stuff. I actually bought another kind of mustard too that I want to try out. But so far, this Boetje's has been really nice. So we got that nice and rubbed down. I'm just going to use, like I said, my regular salt, pepper, garlic rub. Get another glove here. Because I don't want to really interfere with the mustard taste. But we want to be seasoned up. So we'll flip this over. Salt, pepper, garlic. Pat her down. Both sides. All right. Now for our standard rack. We're going to use a Bearded Butcher original. So we'll give this a good dusting, good coating on the back side. Pat her down. Flip it. Get it coated down really nice. Pat it on down. Alright, so we know this one's going to be for the mustard. So what I'm going to do, put a toothpick in there just to keep track. Let me know that's my mustard. So I'm going to go get the grill fired up. bring her up to about 250 degrees. Then we'll get these racks out there. And then we'll talk about the cooking method while they're cooking. Alright y'all, see you outside. So, today we got Kingsford charcoal in the bin. Got some hickory, some apple wood. So today we got some different fire starters. Got some of this master built little blocks. Okay, I'm thinking this might be a little easier to use than tumbleweeds I've been using. So we'll come down here. If you can see this, we got this rack, slide right in there, and we'll fire it up. All right, get that fired up. I'm gonna wait for it for the charcoals to catch, and we'll bring you back. All right, y'all, we got the cooker up to temp. Right now it's sitting at about 270. We want to run it, I don't know, around 260 or so. So let's get these racks on here. So kind of compress them down a little bit. Because the way they go on here is the way they're going to finish. So we're going to leave these on here for about an hour. We'll come back and check on them, see if we need to spritz them, and we'll go from there. Alright y'all, while these ribs are cooking, let's make us some mustard barbecue sauce. So, I've looked at several recipes and I'm going to kind of make my own based on different recipes I've been looking at. So we're going to start out with a cup of mustard. So I got a cup here, so what I'm going to do, I got some Dijon mustard. So we're going to put some Dijon mustard in here, about a quarter cup. A little explosion there. Okay. We're going to use some regular hot dog mustard. About a half cup, I think. Let me see if you can see that. So this is really my own little concoction here. All right. Now we're going to do our Boecie whole grain mustard. This is what we rub the ribs down with. So I'm going to just fill this cup the rest of the way up with the Bochie's whole grain. This stuff's really good. I'm gonna have to get some more now. I'll leave a link. I got this from Amazon. Let me get a little taste here. Just by itself is really good, y'all. So we'll take our mustard, put it in a little pot here. Try to get it all, as much as you can, in the pot. All right. Yummy. Now, we're going to take a tablespoon of granulated onion. Here we go. Tablespoon of granulated garlic. Right there, some granulated garlic. On in. We'll go about a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I just ground this up. On in. Just slightly less than a teaspoon of salt. We don't want this too salty. All right. Get rid of this. So we'll get a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar. Okay, 1/4 cup light brown sugar. And we go, got some golden blossom honey. Go about a 1/4 cup of honey. Here we go. Dump that on in there. Looks good, looks good. Then we'll take us about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. On in. Then put us in here about a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. All right, I think that'll do it. So let's move this over here to the stove. Put the heat on kind of low. Get us a whisk. Give this a nice mix. Try not to lose too much. So this is kind of like, I looked at a recipe for what they call Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, which is from South Carolina. So this is kind of based on that recipe, but they use straight yellow mustard, hot dog mustard in that. So I thought I'd jazz mine up a bit since I have this fancy mustard. So what I'm going to do is just bring this up to a simmer. Then we will shut the heat off and let this sit for a while. And we'll use this as our finishing sauce for our mustard ribs. Alright y'all, it's been 1 hour. Grill temperature has been holding steady at 260. So let's see if it's time to spritz. I got some spray bottle with some water and apple cider vinegar. So let's see what the ribs are looking like. So yeah, it's a little dry, so We're going to go ahead and give them a little spritz. Just water and apple cider vinegar in both racks. Excuse me, y'all. All right, let's close it back down. And we'll give it another hour. And we'll come back and check them again. Alright. Alright, y'all. Been 2 hours. Let's see what we got. Yeah, man. Looking good. Definitely time to spritz. Once again, this is just water and apple cider vinegar. Alright, y'all, ribs been cooking for 3 hours. So what we're going to do is wrap them up. So, let's see what we got here. Looking pretty darn good there. Looking pretty darn good. So, what I got here, some aluminum foil, honey, brown sugar, and butter. So, first thing we're going to do, open this up a bit. We'll take put some butter down in the bottom. All right. Get her some brown sugar. Put a good handful of brown sugar in the bottom. All right. Squeeze some honey. Now, let's get this rack back here. Lay it in there. Put some butter on top. Now this is real butter. I know some of my older videos I put that squeezed parquet because that's what some of those barbecue competition guys do, but I figured out that I like real butter better. So I'm gonna put a little bit of my spritz on top. Brown sugar. And the honey. There we go. Go ahead and wrap these up. And wrap them nice and tight. Bring our ends in. Set them back on the cooker. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other rack. Alright, I almost forgot to show you. I wanted to put the toothpick back in the one that's going to be the mustard, so I don't get them confused. Alright. Alright, y'all. These ribs have been wrapped for an hour. And as you can see, I put some chicken thighs on I had left over. So what I'm going to do is get these out of the wrapper. As you can see that. So I'll bring these off. Get rid of this. So here's our mustard barbecue sauce. We're gonna slather them on down with our Carolina Gold. Alright, these other ribs with the Sweet Baby Rays. Got some chicken over here needed to use up. I'll put some Sweet Baby Rays on them chickens. Alright, we're going to let this sauce tack up about 15-20 minutes. Close this down. Alright. So, look pretty tacky, looks good. So we get these flipped over. Man, them look good. So we'll finish, sauce this back side. Sweet Baby Rays over here. Almost finished that up. Got our chicken thighs over here. Tacking up. We put our Carolina Gold mustard sauce on the back side of this one. Alright, mustard sauce versus Sweet Baby Rays. We shall see. So 15 more minutes. We'll take them off of here and get them inside. Alright y'all, we're going to call these done. So let's get them off of here. Oh yeah. Looking pretty. So we'll get this rack off. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty as can be. Alright. Here you go, y'all. So we got the mustard ribs in the front, sweet baby Ray ribs in the back. Already cut them up. All right, here we go. Oh man, those look awesome. Smell awesome. Y'all ready for this? You know what time it is. Taste! Look at that. Oh my goodness. Standard rib, sweet baby Ray sauce. Now, let's see what these Carolina Gold mustard ribs have. Y'all ready for that? Look at that. Man, taste! Now I gotta decide what my favorite is. Those mustard ribs are good. Wow. Alright, y'all. I think I'm going for the mustard, giving them a big thumbs up. So we're going to eat. So we'll see y'all next time. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.